with that logic.
Yes, Swedish meatballs, Kristen.
Yeah. Problem I see with that logic is I've seen 500 Days of Summer, and that does not end well.
That's my aesthetic.
Yeah. So you set up
relationships not
heartache?
working is my aesthetic. I don't want relationships to work.
Yeah.
I won't have anything to write about.
Okay.
All good art comes from suffering.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
Florence from Florence and the Machine also said. Yep, exactly. And Florence from Florence and the Machine said, it's hard to write about being happy because the older you get, you realize that happiness is a really uneventful subject.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
The flex bombs.
Okay, so
Damn,
before,
son, where'd you find this?
I mean, I do want to get into your album that's coming out, but I do have to have you kind of tell us a story about the Ed and Eddy incident.
Stop! Yo, you trying to Nardwar me, dog. What the fuck?
I think Kimo knows about that story, right? Do you remember that story?
Yeah, well, because you were the one that walked. So, hey, we didn't have much growing up, all right?
Oh, yeah.
We didn't. No. Me and Kimo didn't have much growing up. We moved hella.
Yeah.
I went to 3 different middle schools and 4 different high schools, so, like, we moved a lot. So oftentimes me and Kimo would be living in really small apartments, and we shared rooms up until I moved out. We always shared a room. So you gotta have a good masturbation schedule if you're gonna share a room with another man that's around your age. You know what I'm saying? Kimo's my little brother, but like we're literally like kind of the same level in age-wise, so we really just always treated each other like we was like friends. So we didn't have conversations about when is it your turn to jerk off. You know what I'm saying? And we had like a really shitty HP desktop, and that's where we recorded all of it. So I mean, we didn't have cell phones where you could just get it popping in your bed. And we didn't have laptops, so we had a desktop. So that means I had to be sitting like in a specific place. And one time with that in mind, you need to have another screen that you switch to just in case somebody comes in. You know what I'm saying? My screen would always be on like Ed and Eddy because I love Ed and Eddy. look at what happens. Look at what happens when you put your artistic trust in your cousin, man. I deserve this. I be shitting on people so much. I deserve this. So.
I deserve this.
So, I was getting it popping, and then Kimo comes home, and I'm like, ah! But he knows exactly what's happening. And then he goes, to Ed and Eddy? This was the embarrassing moment he was trying to get me to tell. Oh, God damn it.
So was it Ed or Eddy?
No, it was Naz. Don't play with me. It was Naz. It was Plankton. It was Plankton. It was Naz. It was Naz. It was Naz.
Wow.
It was the Kanker sisters. One of them was fine. One of the Kanker sisters. The blue hair one.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. She looks like she listens to really good punk bands and shit.
To like Death Cab for Cutie or something?
Nah, no, with the blue hair, Death Cab is definitely the fucking blonde girl that looks kind of fucked. All right.
You have all this narrative for the fucking...
Nah, yeah, I love Ed and Eddy. That was my favorite cartoon for a while, bro. It's just 3 dudes trying to get to the bag. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Yeah.
So now that we got that out of the way,
and didn't you do an edit? This fucking asshole did an edit where it was just like a picture of me with in front of my computer, and then on the computer screen he superimposed Ed and Eddy, and he put jizz everywhere. This fucking asshole, and he posted it as a bulletin on MySpace, and it started spreading. This motherfucker. We just dated ourselves.
Oh my God, you're right.
Bro, bulletins, I used to get like bad bulletins about me. If bulletins actually reached people back in the day, I'd be canceled by now.
Right. You used to rap about them a lot. So.
Yeah, bulletins, thank God bulletins have a very limited reach. Because there are some real fucked up shit said about me in bulletins that were probably true too, which is...
Damn. Well, we should be getting into our performance mode soon, but I do want to touch upon.
Let's keep.
I
Come
do
on,
want to
man.
touch upon your
Let's keep talking.
your album though. So, how does this relate to 225508 from 2018?
That's a great question, man.